Hey, my name is PolishLynx, welcome to Paris! Let's go on a date, maybe.
Night, James.
Night, May. I hear my sister's bedroom door shut, then sit down my bed, stretching. I check my phone again, but as I thought, no news from Noya. I thought you'd have figured it out by now, but my phone is silent in my hand. I scan the different news sites. Nothing like current events to put you in the mood, am I right? Nothing new on Coosford or the QQC. I find myself back on QNN. I check the headlines, update myself on what's going on in the world. After 3 generations of fighting in the night, as the cost of the world protection program has officially rolled into the quadrillion sea experts. Why Zimbabwean pop music is trending around the world? Yeah, why? I mean, you can ask about most of the music right now around, so really, why? Renowned artificial liquid Ziva is recognized for work at ceremony says that naturals and neutrals are not doing enough to prevent anti-artificial discrimination during acceptance speech. Oh, I click on the link, a video starts playing.
Has been 70 years since the closure of the last artificial plant and the conclusion of the landmark case that sparked discussions about human experimentation across the nation. What the Eastern Wind? What are artificials? According to the latest poll, just like you and me, artificially powered humans say their plight has not changed and that the stigma against being descendants of experimentals has not changed. Ziva gave this comment in an interview with news program Current of Events. It is an undeniable fact that the actions that went on at so-called artificial farms were unethical and inhumane, but their children's children are innocent in all of this. I believe that allowing genetically modified humans into the world protection program is a great step forward, but there are still many problems that have yet to be resolved. It is still illegal to call artificials unnaturals, and the VPP's policy of having to disclose whether abilities are natural or artificial is a step in the wrong direction. We will fight it! It makes no sense that alien creatures from the same species that we are fighting against have more rights and better opportunities than natural-born humans, artificials or not. Ziva's statements are in response to both pro and anti-artificial demonstrations that have sparked across the world. Some, especially my aunt advocates, find them inflammatory. No one knows who will win this battle for artificial rights, but one thing is certain. The outcome will resonate far beyond these borders, these nations, and even stars beyond. As the rest of the world watches the ongoing battle for the sky, eyes are also turned inward to view the world within.
The video ends. Protests, huh? My mind drifts back to Kitten Pink. It's been almost 10 days since I've last spoken to her. What? I almost feel guilty for a moment. Maybe I shouldn't have bartered like that. I decide against that. A kitten has a tendency of being appealing. Especially when I least expect it. At the very least, I can go to sleep at night in good conscience, knowing that wherever she is, she isn't uprooting trees and beating people with them. Probably. I want to go to sleep, but I can't help feeling like I should wait up a little. Should you? Are you sure about that? Keep waiting up or go to sleep anyway. Well, I guess we'll wait. I shut my eyes. But what if she calls? And what if I miss it? Did I click to wait? I open my eyes again and reach for my phone. It's nothing but a ritual. Funny mail. Nothing. Check text messages? Nothing. Refresh email, check text messages again? No, still nothing. I put my phone back on the table. As soon as I place it down, it vibrates. It's spam. Snapping my phone back harder and maybe a little more than irritated, I roll over. What's taking her so long? Is that hard to figure out human technology? I pause. Human technology? Now I sound like her. I don't know why I'm so worried, but 10 days is a long time to go without seeing Noya, especially given that she constantly makes her presence known. This isn't right at all. I reach for my phone again, then relent. It's not like I can call her back either. Resigned, I shut my eyes and do my best not to act like it doesn't bother me so much. It takes me an age, but finally I drift to sleep. Huh? Huh? What the? That better not be my phone. I roll over on my bed with a sharp sigh. Who in the world would be calling me at? I look at the clock and grit my teeth to quell my growing rage. 17 minutes past 2 AM. And it's an unknown number. I silence the phone. That sounds like something for... What time do I have to get up again? 4:30 AM? 5 AM? Whatever. I roll over and go back to sleep. Out of the shower, I get dressed in the early morning silence. I have to pop at the bakery at 6 today. I pick my phone. There is a missed call and a text message. I almost forget about this.
I called, but there was no reply. MEL has informed me that human sleep recovery time is over double as Naya's. Strange that you need more sleep than me. I apologize for the misunderstanding. I will not calm you this late any longer, but I still expect my reward. Where are we going?
I squint. At the end of the message is a little cat emoji. He's definitely kitten. I can't help but smile. I knew you could figure it out. I check the time. If I wake up May, she can take the school bus and I will take my car to work. I know she doesn't like taking the bus, but since I'm on time anyway, it's a perfect excuse to get to the bakery and talk with Kitten Pink about taking her stargazing. May! Silence. May!
What?
I take a deep breath and yell louder. I need you to take the bus today!
Fine!
I can't hear her reply very well, but I can hear the annoyance in her tone. Sorry, Lucy. I've got plans. I head to my car and make my way to the bakery. It isn't until I finish the morning baking and open the shop that I have a chance to breathe. A wave of guilt washes over me. So this is what Hannah did by herself every time I was late. I make a mental note to get some kind of thank you present to show my appreciation. Phew! My mind drifts to the canister of sweets she gave me a few weeks ago. Maybe I should make something for her. I know she likes sweets, but she always complains about the food science on Earth not being advanced enough. To date, I've never seen her eat anything from this shop. I imagined her high discretion if I made something then decorated it with something Naya style or at least Naya inspired. I don't have much to go off aside from the way she dresses and the Nyan military uniforms I've seen in battle broadcasts, so it's a lot of guesswork. But I like the idea of the challenge. I want to make her a cupcake she can't refuse. I wonder if Nayas can eat chocolate. Sitting down for a moment, I sketch out some cupcake designs. Something like this, with some kind of whipped cream cheese icing in the center. I lose myself in the paper. On the wall, the clock lets out a chime. Huh? 9:30 AM already? I rush to the door and flip the sign. Only I would get here on time and still manage to open the shop late. Nice. Now what? I sit behind the booth and wait for the morning rush. According to QNN, there is supposed to be a highway demonstration, so I don't expect things to be busy. You can have customers if people are marching down the highway protesting, after all. Unless the highway is closed. And they feel like, oh, I did that cupcake. Letting it outside, I sit down on the counter and reach for my phone. Kitten's text sits there, waiting for a reply.
I apologize for misunderstanding. I will not call you this late any longer.
I look around the shop. Call her or text her. How about we try calling her? I don't know why, but hearing the dial in my ear makes my heart pound. It rings for what seems like forever. Then,
hello, James?
Her voice sends an all too pleasant shiver up my spine. For some reason I can't keep the smile off my face. Kitten, so we figured it out after all.
Of course, it was difficult first, such an archaic thing. MEL had quite a time reading a program that could intercept the signals back.
I wish I could see her expression. I can only wonder what it is she's actually doing. Both of us fall silent. I shift the phone to my other ear. So, how are you?
Excuse me? Hi, my what?
She sounds surprised. Maybe that's not a common greeting. I try again. How are you feeling? She signed for so long that I don't think she's going to respond, and then she does.
I'm adequate.
Just adequate?
I thought humans were exasperating, but I forgot that Nayas can be the same. Our species are more similar in this way than in another. I wish I could see you.
Her forwardness takes me off guard. She misses me too. Then come see me, I mean.
Huh? As if I could. A princess does not have as much freedom as one might think.
Well, you can text me anytime. If I'm away, I'll definitely be here waiting to hear from you.
I see. Every day?
Every day. Kitten falls silent. I can only imagine her expression. Haughty, smiling, nonchalant. I can tell thanks to the silence.
Well, it's no substitute for seeing you, but it will have to do.
Boom. My heart melts. No, yeah, the bell above the bakery door rings. I have to go. I'll call you tomorrow. She hangs up before I do, leaving me feeling slightly dissatisfied. Gee, Noya, you could at least say goodbye.
Hello! Are you guys open?
Yeah, we are. Unfortunately. What do you need? We've got bagels, fresh bread, croissants. I pull out my best service smile when facing the customer, but my mind is occupied with thoughts of stars and kitten being beneath them. A few days later, I'm watching the shop alone with the phone ring. When the phone rings, I pick it up. Thank you for calling Sweet Dreams, Jane speaking. How can I help you?
Good afternoon, Mr. John. This is Catherine. With all of Hannah's worried phone calls asking how the shop's doing, I thought I'd finally check in.
Nice to hear from you too, boss lady. How's everything in France?
Try trip.
What? My boss chuckles darkly.
Let's just say that Chef Jean-Luc is a half step away from swallowing an iron skillet.
I blink, forcing a mild chuckle. Why am I constantly surrounded by violent people? Is it me or...
In any case, how's the shop? Is everything alright over there?
It's fine. She chuckles.
That's promising.
I can practically hear the amusement in her voice. I let out the sign consider asking for advice. Hannah would probably have a fit if she knew I'd chosen to talk to Catherine about it over her, but Catherine is much safer option. At least she's far away enough that the effects can be too far-reaching if I ask her for help. So, I have a friend.
Oh, I know exactly where the conversation is going. We're starting with that not-so-hypothetical friend. What about you? I mean, him?
He has a boss who can be extremely patronizing when she wants to be.
Go on.
I let out a sigh. So, my friend has a girlfriend.
I see.
What?
I'm just amused. Hannah had her suspicions and complained about it near weekly. She'd kill to know.
But you won't tell her.
Of course not. Patient confidentiality.
I try not to roll my eyes. Patient, right. Right. Anyway, the girlfriend is someone my friend agreed to date, partially because she was pretty consistent, and partially because she has the means to get something my friend wanted. But now we're starting to feel guilty about it. What should my friend do?
Oh, that is messier than expected.
Catherine pauses.
Well, I guess I should ask you first. How do you?
You mean, how does my friend? I can almost hear her eyes rolling through the phone.
Yeah, fine. How does your friend feel about his girlfriend?
I don't respond. I think about the relief I felt when I finally spoke to her on the phone. The anger I felt in the park the day. The real reason I want to go stargazing. I clear my throat. Pretty sure he likes her. The thought is freeing. I like her.
Well, in that case, your friend has to realize that if he wants to salvage his relationship with his girlfriend, he has to tell her the truth.
What if she would kill him if she knew why he agreed to date her? Catherine laughs.
Really, James, with the dramatics. Just own up to your mistakes and deal with the consequences.
You mean tell my friend too?
Keep on doing this and I'm docking your pay. Seriously. Anyway, don't know why you choose to do this, but my viewpoint is that if you face the music, it's true that she might hate you, but it's also true that you might be able to salvage something from the flames. If not, the next one to come along will be just that much more fortunate.
What if I just
lie to prolong it?
It would be so easy.
So say that, but if you're desperate enough to ask me for help, then you can keep pretending that's a viable option.
I let outside.
You may tell the greatest lies and wear a brilliant disguise, but you can escape the eye of the one who sees right through you.
I fall silent. She's right. I'm gonna get vaporized.
What?
I shake my head. Nothing. You know, you almost went an entire conversation without any philosophy mumbo-jumbo.
Now you sound like my daughter, but as I'd like to constantly remind her that philosophy mumbo-jumbo just save your height. Hold on, son.
The background gets noisy for a while, but eventually she returns.
Sergeant, we'll just have to talk about this another time. Thanks again for watching the shop.
You're welcome, I have to say so. It's no cakewalk. She laughs as she hangs up the phone, but even my own smile fades. Bright thoughts quickly replaced by mulling over Catherine's unfortunately sound advice. Tell her the truth. It's a terrifying thought. But she deserves to know. Doesn't she?
We're meeting tonight, right?
I stare at the text on my phone. It's a reminder of the sacrifices she made to be with me. For one, she stopped fighting for no other reward but the esteemed privilege of being able to talk to me every day. It's the least I can do. Something closer to being I tried to imagine what we could be if she forgave me. Something closer to being real, something closer to being normal. What? Like, you mean a real couple? Something like that? Or a normal couple versus real couple? I don't really know what's the meaning of normal couple. I would guess that a real couple would work more properly. Maybe. If I'm lucky and she still wants something to do with me, then maybe we can become something more. A real relationship based on something tangible. Like her trust. Or maybe friends? I looked at my hands and just like that my mind flashes to her royal outfit. I can't deny that on top of everything I'm also physically attracted to her. The way her eyes look at me and through me, the curliness of her soft hair, the heat of her too warm skin, the time when her physical quirks would have made me balk has long since passed. If a miracle occurs and she forgives me, I'm certain I'd like to be more than friends. I'd like a relationship to be more tangible, to become something real.
Hey, it's tonight, right?
I text Noya back. Right.
Where do we meet?
You can just come to the shop after we close, okay?
Okay, why won't you tell me what we're meeting for?
I hesitate. Before it was because I want to use it as an opportunity to get a little close, but as the evening appears, a feeling of dread blossoms in my stomach instead. I should tell her the truth tonight. I send response. Just come, okay? I want to say something like, it's a surprise, or it's a date, but that would only add insult to injury. She stays strange and silent, sending no reply. She's been doing that a lot lately too. I turn on TV and try not to let my eyes gaze over in the meantime. As we walk towards the park together, Noya matches my pace and walks alongside me. I glance her over. Different clothes. I've never seen her in regular clothes. I don't dress up too often myself, but I went out to buy a jacket just for tonight. I guess it's not surprising to imagine, but usually she wears that other thing, the intricate looking outfit that is clearly Nyan in terms of style. But today she looks nice, cute, normal. You look different. You know what I also like? The fact those freaking pictures in the dialogue, they also change. Like, he bought a jacket, boom! He has a jacket. I like that. In a lot of VNs, they don't add the changes in the picture of the person speaking, and the person being also, and that person being also like on the screen right now. So yeah, that's a nice like little quirk that you can notice. She looks at me, blue eyes glowing. Oh, actually, I think it's like blue/green. Like half is blue, half green, but okay. She looks at me, blue eyes glowing unnaturally in the darkness, just like a cat's.
Is this not appropriate attire?
It's so bizarre how much I've changed. The first time I looked into those bright glitter eyes, it was strange. Flashing with color, they looked terrifyingly unnatural. But this close, I can't help but stare into them.
They're a little stifling, but they are, of course, human clothes. Had me shop for them from some kind of visual store. It was very antiquated, but a pleasant experience in general, I suppose.
What do you mean? Her eyes flash with annoyance.
I could not even try the clothes on, they just had flat pictures.
I burst into a laugh, attracting her attention. I'm going to miss these moments. My smile dies already. I'm acting as though it's over, but I can't help it. When she finds out what I plan to do, she's going to.
James, is this a date, yes?
Huh? The sound of her voice is welcome interruption of my thoughts.
You mentioned earlier.
Alright, I did, back at the ship. Yeah, I did. I meant it to.
Have you ever been on a date before?
The question takes me by surprise. I don't quite know what to say, so I felt like something safe, like teasing. Light teasing. I cover my arms. Do you really want to know? Kitten looks at me. Like I've drawn a second head.
Hey, ask you her word that I want to know.
Alright, I forgot figures of speech are kind of lost on her. I try again. Why do you want to know? She stops walking, placing her hands on her hips.
Because I'm curious, what is it with this inane line of questioning?
I try not to laugh at her frustrations. Sorry.
If you are simply shy, then why not just ask me to share my own experiences? For example, we're on Fodelia, and the ruler thought his bloodline was so coveted amongst the stars that he offered himself for my hand in exchange for not being destroyed. He was a weak, tyrannical man. Daddy did not extend mercy.
I've linked her. What a heavy story. I open my mouth, then close it. It's kind of hard to follow that one. Well, on my end, to answer your question, yes. When I was in high school, I was kind of popular. I got asked out by 4 different girls in the first 2 weeks of my junior year.
Which one did you choose?
I wrapped my neck uncomfortably. At the time, all of them. It was pretty great for me at the time, but they weren't happy about when they found out. I was needed back then for. I look at her from the corner of my eye, but her expression doesn't change. When she doesn't comment either, I tease her lightly, hoping for a reaction. It was before we knew each other, so you don't have to be jealous. She shoots me an amused look.
Jealousy is only for people who are weak. Wink! If I want a heart, I work hard to seize it.
She stares at me, a smile playing on her lips. I'm only looking at her, but my heart begins pounding in my chest. My mouth goes dry. I lick my lips to moisten them and force out my question. I'm not sure why I'm so interested in the first place, but have you ever sized a heart before?
In more than one way, yeah.
Even before she flashes me a cheeky grin, I can tell she doesn't just mean in butthole. I wonder who in the galaxy is strong enough to grab her attention. A strange twinge twisted my stomach. Imagining her chasing after someone else isn't as living as I thought it'd be. Her words echo in my head. Jealousy is only for people who are weak. I smile wryly. Guess I'm weak then. Noya tilts her head.
Regardless who has had my attention before, that hardly matters now, does it? Whether or not they were worth is another matter altogether since at the moment.
Her arm brushes against mine. As always, her skin is cold to the touch. But despite that, she still manages to send me a chill through my body.
It's your heart. I've been wrestling to say, if humans weren't so confusing, I might have made better headways, but I will claim this date as progress my route to glorious victory. I wonder what other victories I will lay my hands on soon.
I don't mean to, but I stop in my tracks. Somewhere deep inside, a feeling of abject disbelief bubbles to the surface. To say that Kid Being didn't have a sense of coyness about her at times would be true, but somehow she seems much more forward than I've ever seen her. Is something wrong? She stops sounding herself a few steps in front of me.
Why would there be?
You seem different.
I'm not.
She said it too quickly for me to believe her, but I can't exactly call her liar to her face. Hey, trying to make her laugh or try to distract her. Is there a log that I could look at through the entirety of the text? No. Okay, so she answered you super quickly. Maybe she's thinking about something. Alright, sarcasm doesn't do work on her. What if a human joke won't work as well? Let's go with this. If I was close to her, then I would know her well enough to say the right thing. And if I respond in kind, I will be flirting back with her. I'm not sure that would be good for either of us. Highly enjoyable, but not really comforting. I feel guilty for even thinking like this. Are you sure? I close the space between us, facing her with a serious expression. To my surprise, her fade breaks, just for a moment. She looks strangely sad, but it's so brief that I barely get a chance to say anything.
I'll not be questioned anymore.
Okay, no more questions. And then, I know why I do it, but I wrap my arms around her and pull her in for a hug. She doesn't move, stiff as a board at first. She soon surrenders and leans her head in my chest. I know she's stronger than I am and could break my hold and dime, but she doesn't. Instead, I hear her let out a quiet sigh, where our skin touches feels like it's burning, in a good way. It dawns on me that this is how she usually hugs me too, with her arms around both of mine. Maybe she just feels more comfortable this way, or it's another nine thing. I don't know.
James?
I tilt my neck to respond and my eyes meet hers. I freeze in place, pierced by her electric gaze. She doesn't say anything else, for her eyes lowering to rest square in my neck. Kitten? She jerks up, narrowly avoiding smashing my chin to oblivion. Her eyes meet mine, then trail down my facial features, restlessly. Carefully she steps back, pulling herself out of my arms. When she does so, she turns to hide her expression. We're both quiet for longer when she glances back at me.
James? I have a question. When you stargaze, shouldn't the sky be clear?
I look up. I completely forgot to check the weather. It's not overcast, but it is windy, the clouds blustering by solidly with little way to effectively see through them. Oh. Noya lets out a carefree laugh, then gazes at me solemnly.
I like dates very much.
The way she looks at me when she says it, I'm finding it very hard to disagree. We settle on walking around the park, chatting. When we get tired, when I get tired, she humors me and sits down beside me on a bench. Wait, is this the same bench? I think this is the bench I saw you sitting before, don't you remember? It was that day you were harassed by the anti-alien lady.
Oh, the one I should have vaporized.
We share agreed.
This is the same one. Whenever you say to meet you at the park, I automatically think of this place. I was there long before we met, but it's funny how all of my most cherished memories are linked to you.
She scoots close to me, then lays her body into my chest. One of her ears brushes gently against my cheek and I relax as Noya's ever-present body heat washes over me. It feels good, sending alarm bells through me. This is wrong. I completely forgot the point of calling her out like this. It wasn't so I could enjoy her company various times. It was so I could finally. Kitten, wait. I have something to tell you. She glances up at me, the angle of her face making her eyes seem huge. Cat eyes.
Yes?
This is wrong because I'm a fraud. I swallow hard, willing my hands not to shake. She seems to sense something's wrong and lowers her head, nuzzling my chin lightly in a supreme cat-like manner. It's oddly comforting.
You don't have to tell me what it is right now. I trust you.
I know she's trying to be comforting, but the sinking feeling in my chest only makes me feel colder. For a brief moment I feel a flare of jealousy, or maybe self-loathing, I can be sure. No matter what she did, whether it was wrong or right, or whatever moral compass she followed, she did so freely, without lying, without self-deception, without shame. I could only wish that I were so brave.
I wish this could last forever.
Me too. I let out a light laugh. It sounds false even to me. Are you planning something?
What would make you think such a thing? I was speaking of the evening, not of our relationship.
Oh, well, makes sense. What time is it?
Now?
Her little robot thing speaks.
It is the second hour of the day.
Wait, 2 AM already? I stop and pull away.
Your sister?
Yeah, I have to go. I'm so sorry. Can I consider asking if I can walk her somewhere, but having me ill there to teleport her makes my question moot. It's not like I can walk her into space.
You can return without me. I would like to be alone for a little while in this park space. Air's flora is still so alien to me. Even the smells are foreign. It's lovely.
She sits up, then looks at me. We both stand in unison. Kitten, you know, I like you. I reach out and cup the side of her face. She looks surprised, but she doesn't jerk away. I wish the night could last longer. She stares in my eyes, and I feel like they're sucked me in, like whirlpools.
Me too.
I lean in closer, my eyelids fluttering shut when my phone rings loudly. I feel her pull away.
You should return.
Yeah. I put myself away and curse whoever it was for choosing that moment of time to text me in particular. I can't stop imagining the way Noya's lips would fit against mine. Almighty, the thought leaves me grinning ear to ear. I lay in my bed staring at the ceiling. It's the middle of the night, so of course it's dead silence. The abject silence of the apartment doesn't mean that May's asleep for. I reach my phone and send her a text. Hey, you awake? The reply is instantaneous.
Yeah, what is it?
I have something to tell you.
Tell away, bro.
My fingers hover over the back keyboard. I have told her about Noya. Part of me wonders what the point is, since Noya will probably break up with me sometime soon, but the other half. Maybe I'm still holding out in the hope of salvaging something. What if I told you I had a girlfriend? It doesn't even take a full 30 seconds for her to reply. I'd say, duh! I started to type, but quickly deleted the draft. No, this isn't the kind of conversation that should be texted. When I call her, she picks up immediately. Isn't she in the next room? What do you mean, you'd say, duh?
Only someone who is completely obtuse, or at least someone who doesn't know you as well as I do, wouldn't notice. I admit it took me a little while to catch on since you're kind of hard to read, but one little thing gave you away.
I tried to narrow it down, but nothing comes to mind. What is it, super sloth?
It is noticed that you spend way more time getting dressed than usual, and not only that, but sometimes you get in weird moods where you mutter to yourself. Work never do that. Don't let me start on all those weird presents that started showing up.
I told you.
Yeah, I know what you told me, but lying is a thing, just so you know. My friends and I have been trying to figure out who it is since you came home with that crazy-looking bouquet. We couldn't figure out where they were from, but Nate said whoever gave them to you is a total of word big shot.
Try the hair to the empire of word big shots. The name catches me off guard. Nace, isn't that a Nyan name? Nace, so you've got alien experts for friends?
Dude, he's not an alien. Knight was born here. His family has been on Earth for decades. Anyway, I'm guessing you're telling me now because you want help with your super secret girlfriend, or should I say, secret super girlfriend.
I messaged the bridge of my notes, not letting to correct her. Explaining about Noya not having powers would only confuse her. Ask for help or clean my own mess. I think you can do this. No, actually. I am old enough that I don't have to go to a 15-year-old for romantic advice. May last.
Well, I hope it works out for you.
I shift the phone to my other ear. But enough about me, what's up with you?
Me? Oh, you know, the usual. I'm up watching some natural stuff.
I search my brain for what's going on. After all, I spent enough time on QNN to not be completely clueless. Oh, that's right, the Natural Olympics are being live streamed tonight, right? I was going to record for you, but if you're watching up it... I tried off and May finished my phone.
You want to watch it together?
But of course, who's hosting this year?
Antoner! Didn't you used to have a crush on her when we were kids?
What? I had a crush on her muscles. Talk about a hot bod. May groans.
Oh, you! I definitely don't need to hear phrase hot bod come out of your mouth ever again.
I try not to laugh too loud. Do you want to watch the Natural Olympics together or not?
That would be awesome! Meet me downstairs in 10 minutes.
I'll get the popcorn, and then Bug says Limestone is going to beat Protector tonight. May gasps.
You're going to eat those words, Jade Zang.
I know, May, you're looking pretty hungry yourself. The sound of my sister's laughter warns me. I've missed this. Noise is important too, but May is growing up and I don't want to miss it either. It downs me. I'm doing all of this for May, but maybe she's not the baby I thought she was. Pushing the thought aside, I got downstairs and joined her.
Somebody looks restless.
I glanced at Hannah. She's only been back a week and already I miss my freedom. I don't miss doing all the baking by myself though. That reminds me, I still need to get her a thank you gift. I'm always like this.
Yeah, right, I wasn't got that long. Before I was shocked if you blinked once an hour. Today I've seen so many emotions on your face that it's creeping me out. Way too many versions of the body snatchers vibes.
I lift her shoulder.
Is it your girlfriend?
I don't reply, knowing she's just batting. Catherine would never have told her. And she's right, but still. I haven't heard from Noya at all lately. It's worrying. Hannah waits for me to speak, but I stare longingly out the display window instead, sighing for probably the 100th time. Hannah lets out her own annoyed sigh.
I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Please do me a favor and be less lovesick on their turn.
She leaves me with my thoughts, which are about Noya, but not in the usual way. When are you going to call me? It's been almost a week, but I haven't heard from her. Not only that, but my own calls have gone completely unanswered. An ominous feeling spreads through my body. Don't tell me she knows, and she's been avoiding me. I shake my head. There's no way, she's much too direct for that. I glance my phone. It doesn't even get a chance to complete a single ring before I answer the call. Noya, where have you been? What's going on? What haven't you?
James, I'm sorry, I know you're at work, but we need to talk.
Her tone voice. Instantly, the vision of her face on the night of our date comes back to me. All I can picture are those glowing eyes and that sad expression. I knew something was wrong with her. Why hadn't you? I told myself, I don't want to start a fight.
Did you say something?
No, it's nothing. I pull on my coat over my apron just in time to see Hannah walk back in the shop.
You're going this again? I need to pick up the triplets from daycare.
Sorry, Hannah, I'll be back in time to close, I swear. Hannah crossed her arms.
James, you believe I'm going to tell Mom? I just can't allow this to go on. It's bad for business.
Kitten's voice sounds small through my phone speaker.
James!
I turn to leave.
James!
Sorry, Hannah. I press my phone to my ear. Text me where you are, I'll be right there. I hear Hannah yell after I go.
You'd better be back in 1 hour. Jean, do you hear me? And tomorrow I want an explanation.
I give a two-fingered wave as I run up the shop. When I pull up at the park, she's waiting there in our spot, almost like she's frozen in time. I get out of the car, throwing the gear in park so that I can approach. No. Did you just say throw a gear into a freaking park? Are you driving on an automatic? James, I'm so disappointed in you. Noya. The moment she looks up to make eye contact, I'm already in front of her. I open my arms, and the moment she stands, I pull her into me. I'm not sure what it is exactly about her face that tells me that she needs a hug, but somehow I understand. She's feverish. I know she's normally hot, but something about the way her skin feels just burns hotter to me. I pull away, looking her in the face, taking in the teal skin and bright, haunting eyes, and try then decide I will never tell her. To admit that I was a murderer once upon a time doesn't seem like it's the right thing to do. It's true that Kitten deserves the truth, and the truth is, I love her. Just that mention makes my back straighten with pride and takes the weight off my shoulders. Whatever I felt before, I love her now. And I don't want anything to come between us, including a James that was too goal-oriented to see that she's valuable. Let's go somewhere quieter. She nods silently.
Where?
That is an excellent question. We can't go to the shop because Hannah's there today. And May's home right now, so that might not be the best. Kitten stares me, then pulls herself from my arms.
Do you trust me, James?
I do. I nod slowly.
Then how about my home?
I try not to think about what that means and take a deep breath. Taking Noya's hand, I shook her a wry smile. As long as I don't have to meet your dad, it should be fine, right? She laughs slightly but doesn't answer my question, then squeezes my hand.
Alright, Mia, we're ready. Take us out. Yes, princess!
Whoa. The room is strange, but I try not to be distracted. I feel strangely giddy, especially with the thought that I might be the only human alive to have ever seen the inside of an iron ship. Noya pulls her behind me, then motions for me to sit down beside her. Somehow she feels cooler than before. I don't really have a way to describe it, but I would have thought that being in such a small space would make the room hotter, but instead of dwelling on it, I look into her eyes, trying to keep my voice as light as possible. My decision is firm, but a swirling pit forms in my stomach. I take her hands into mine. Whatever is making her hesitate is making me nervous. I try to keep it light. So, what's going on with you? I know something on your mind.
The truth is, the Nians are retreating. Soon we won't be able to see each other anymore.
As warm as I felt telling myself the truth at last, her words make me go cold. So, my words falter. I take a deep breath, but inhale them, the letters tangling in my nose and choking my beak before I can get them out. I'm excited, but...
James!
She touched my face with fingers that feel cool for the first time. It isn't until she does that I realize my face is wet. Sorry, I guess this is a weird reaction. I am not angry that the war will be over soon, I'm just... I shut off, wiping the tears from my cheeks. I clear my throat once, twice. Is there any way you can stay?
Ask Daddy.
She winks, as if she's joking, but it fades into a hopeless expression. Touché. I let out a hollow laugh. Will that actually help? She looks away, her expression serious.
We only have a few weeks left before the Nyan retreat from Earth space. I want to leave, but Daddy would never allow me to stay. He's not pleased with you. He demands that I relinquish my claim on you.
Hope was full silent. I bridged my fingers together, then glanced at her. And what if you don't?
What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said. What if you don't relinquish your claim on me? What if we stay together? She opens her mouth, then closes it. I put my arm around the back of our sitting space, shifting closer to her so that her side is pressed against mine. With a careful hand, I turn her face gently so that we're face to face. Somewhere inside, I wonder when exactly I became so comfortable touching her and why I hadn't taken advantage of the fact. It seems more and more to me that I was taking our relationship for granted. I try to keep my tone measured like I'm talking about the weather. What if you stay here on Earth with me?
With you?
She echoes my words distantly, still looking unlikingly into my eyes. I'm hypnotized. Maybe you can get used to crappy Earth food, even if I know you don't like it, but if not, there's plenty of nice neighborhoods we could go to if you get homesick. I stroke her cheek gently.
And what about your Nyling?
Hey, considering how hero crazy she is, I don't think it will be the Nyan part that's all that hard to adjust to. I offer a crooked smile. You might have to stop kicking indoors and threatening people, but I'm sure I would love you. Noya leans forward and rests her chin on the curve where my neck meets my shoulder. She mumbles in my skin, her voice vibrating my bones.
But I don't know how to fit in with humans. How to be like them? I do not understand your ways. I cannot.
Noya, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just telling you that you can stay with me. That if it's you, then I'm always an option. She pulls away.
Why are you doing this?
Because I look her in the face and drink her in. All I have to say is say it! The tears I wiped away return, turning to explode. I really don't want her to go. Where would I be without her silly misunderstandings? Or the way she would turn up her nose at human food while simultaneously admiring the way it looked. Or the way she texted me with emojis because she thought it was retro. We can't really get all that much closer considering that we're already pretty close, but I bring my hand to the back of her neck and gently steer her forward so that she's back in my arms. Only one thing on my mind. Maybe a kiss won't change things. Maybe it won't convince her to stay, but at this moment it seems like the right thing to do. I shut my eyes and gently press my mouth to hers. With every movement of my lips, stroke of my tongue, I try to convey those words. I love you and I don't want you to leave. I tilt my head, angling my mouth to taste hers more. I love you and I don't want you to leave. I bring her closer, my hands running down to her hips. I love you, and I don't want you to leave. I lift my hand and curl my fingers to her hair. I love you and I don't want you to leave. I pull away, breathing quickly, even though our lips are apart. I hope it's conveyed through every inch of me. Her expression is still bewildered. I frown, I can't take the risk. There's too much miscommunication between us for me to even be slightly obtuse. Listen to me, Noya. I love you and I don't want you to leave. She gapes at me for a long moment, then takes a deep breath, shutting her eyes. She doesn't respond for what feels like a lifetime. I'm holding her, but she doesn't feel any cooler or warmer. Either this room regulates her temperature when she's emotional, or I'm losing my touch. I can't help but feel a sense of pride at how good I'm getting at reading her thought. Noya, do you understand what I mean? Her eyes rise to meet mine. Hypnotizing.
Yeah, the translation came through quite clearly. I'm just mildly overwhelmed.
I guess I should have kissed you sooner. She waves her hand dismissively.
I'm not speaking of that. That was pleasant but fleeting. I'm more stirred by your words, deeply satisfied even. I'm surprised myself. I did not think I needed to hear them, and yet...
She looks at me expectantly.
Say them again!
Her business makes me smile. As you wish. Noya, I love you.
Good.
I look at her, my heart fluttering and interest in my chest as I look at her expectantly.
Now let me turn your flimsy human feelings into results.
And per usual, she blows away my expectations. Flimsy. Noya eyes me with pride, sliding her fingers along my neck tenderly.
Make no mistake, your words are entering. I will think of them often, but they will not convince Daddy not to erase you from existence. I must make you valuable. Make us valuable so that Daddy will have no choice but to acknowledge our necessity on this world.
What are you plotting? Noya meets my eyes, her expression thoughtful.
Unfortunately, diplomacy. Your human authorities will need Nyan ambassadors as the transition from the post-war era will be difficult for everyone involved. Thankfully, as Her Royal Highness and heir to the Nyan throne, my investment and personal involvement puts me in particularly binding position, one that I can use to my advantage. I will volunteer myself as an ambassador for hopes of greater bonds between human and Naya kind, such as those I have developed. At least I can pretend that's the reason. Wink. Daddy's not going to be happy, but considering my unpleasantries with the Nyan court, this fixes more issues than it causes. Even he will see that, and if he tries to refuse, I will deal with it the best I can.
How? She smiles brightly, looking much more enthused.
Less diplomatically.
I want to ask what that means, and made me be there to see it. When she leans forward, suddenly surprised me with another gentle touch of her lips against mine. I oblige. Nothing that strangely her lips don't burn as much as I imagined. I break her lips to ask a briefly question. Do Nyans use the kiss?
Kiss? If you mean this use of the lips, then it is very different from Naya expressions of action. I enjoy it very much.
I try not to laugh. Still, I can only wonder what Nyan expressions of affection are like. I'm sure I find out. This is the Noya I love. We hold each other on the ship. I'm trying and failing to find a reason to let go of her, if only so I can get back to her, but I can't let go of the heat that surrounds me. I feel like I'm holding fire in my arms. Dangerous, unpredictable, comfortingly warm. When I shut my eyes, she leans into me, nuzzling gently in my chest. No matter what, I will always keep her close. I will always protect this fragile thing we have with everything within my power. And I know she will do the same.
Came through it. Good ending. Peaches and green.
Oh, what? That... It was the end? Like, no... What? No information about what happened later? Zero? None? Not? Seriously? Okay. So I guess that was it. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope to see you in another tomorrow. Bye bye.